All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Matt Bryant of the Falcons set and ready to kick it off, and we are underway from Atlanta. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now back to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pushing his way through. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Here we go. 319. 319. Gone.
They get it to him running left. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Following the interception, Winston. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Five on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And now running right through it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to let it go deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
He's got Evans. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action. Winston looking downfield for Jones. They've got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage. Able
to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Winston now to throw on 1st down. He completes it to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, Freeman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll run it here. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. On 1st and 10, Winston. Now he steps away. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Tack McKinley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll take it at the 42. We have hit halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Airing this one out for Evans. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one. Goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And now it's blocked. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Falcons now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And, oh, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 20. And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Here we go. 3-19.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. Noah Spence in on the stop.
So after that stop, you know that third down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again? Or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
Over!
On third down, Devontae Freeman bulldozes past him. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Now, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one caught by Ridley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw here. Keeps him, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check back 21.
They'll set up a throw. Staying on his feet. He sets to fire deep. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That's Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
This is Freeman. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape of this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. A beautiful spin and room to run. The 20. A second nice move. 38 yards on the scamper there.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A gain of 32 that time. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Hall. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.